Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 1 and welcome to Boots on the Ground. Let's get right into it. If you have anything you could add, it'd be appreciated by me and I know viewers. You can send it to southernprepper1 at yahoo.com. There's been a lot of people trying to impersonate me. They use my little picture and they put Southern Prepper 1. It could be from Telegram. It could be all kinds of stuff. Be careful. I try to erase them as soon as I can. But there are scammers out there, so you know what my channel is. You know how to contact me, southernprepper1 at yahoo.com. I don't contact any other different way. I don't say you want a prize, send an email here or contact me on Telegram or anything like that. So I will try to erase people like that as soon as I can, but be careful. Let's get right into Boots on the Ground. This is Gainesville, Florida. Excuse me. We're starting to see some significant food price increases and shrinkflation here. Potatoes jumped from $3.99 to $6.99 for a 5-pound bag in 2 months. The family-sized box of cereals went from $4.50 to $6.75 in just a few months. I think if I saw $6.75 in the store, I would faint. That is incredible. Shelves appear full but are thin in places. Some favorite items disappear for months at a time. We ordered a front end loader for our tractor in August and still waiting for it. It looks like it's going to be a year or plus. This person said the catalytic converters that are on your vehicle, they bought an actual some type of tamper-proof, theft-proof cover that they put over there. So I don't know anything about it, but you might want to look into it if you park your vehicle in an area that's frequented by criminals, which is most of the United States now. Central Florida, Walmart, no pasta. Someone rear-ended me 3 months ago, still waiting on parts for my vehicle. I'm a hairstylist and have noticed clients pushing their appointments farther than normal. So instead of 4 weeks, they're coming in 6 weeks. They also said that milk is $4.75 a gallon. That's Walmart brand or the Dollar General brand, the more generic brands. They said lots of restaurants are closed Monday and Tuesday due to no staff, and this is in Central Florida. This person was driving back and forth across Michigan. Most of the fields look good. Wheat is being harvested. I had a good report of Ohio had some good fields. A friend saw it. And a lot of other reports. There's good things happening with the farm products. We're sort of dwelling on the negative area in the drought area in Arizona, Oklahoma, Kansas, Texas, all those areas that are feeling a little bit more on the drought. But areas in the country are having great harvests, so thank the Lord for that. Sister-in-law is an ERPA in a major hospital. No Ativan to treat seizure patients. Ativan is short nationwide. Also can't get IV fluids. Also contrast dye for MRI. MRIs are low. I'm a tugboat captain on the East Coast. We've run from New York to Florida. We just went through the Anchorage area, that's where they were anchored, of at least 30 fully loaded ships waiting to get into the port of Savannah. I've never seen this before, ever. He sent me a picture and I actually counted the ships and there was 41 of them. So he's never seen this. They're all anchored, ready to get into the port. So I don't know if this is a good sign that we got goods flowing or if something's backed up and they're not being unloaded. This is Indiana, an RV company. They're closing 2 of their manufacturing plants. 334 jobs will be eliminated. This is Seattle. Prices are going up on everything. No deals or sales at any grocery stores. I've noticed it around here. The sales flyers from the local grocery stores, they're not any good anymore. Literally, I don't even look at them anymore because there's not the good sales or the buy one, get one free sales that they were years ago. Some things are 2 to 3 times more expensive than before COVID, and things are getting harder to find. This is 2 major companies in Minnesota have enacted a hiring freeze. One of them is Echo Water Systems. The other one is a hospital system I cannot mention because the upper management knows about it, but it has not been pushed down to lower levels, so that need to wait until that's officially announced. But hiring freezes. This is a manager at a Target said that they're short-staffed, but their upper management has also told them to make it work as they want to tighten the budget for the next several months to see where the economy going. So there you go. There's 3 spots that are tightening their belts. They are looking at the recession and they're trying to position their companies to be profitable. This is in Hespena, California, Hespena, California. Shortage of medicine, allergy, cough, and many more at Walgreens. So this would be the over-the-counter. Stock up on what you're going to use for the next couple years on over-the-counter medicine, please. Also, they cut hours. They used to be open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. That's what they used to be. Now they're only open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. So they have eliminated 7 hours of business being open. That can be devastating to them economically. 7 hours, people won't be in their stores because they're short workers. This person says mortgage demand is falling, lowest level since 2000. Applications are down for the week 7%. So in 1 week period, applications for mortgages are down 7%. That's huge. Compared to a year ago, we're down 19%. Also, the refinancing loans are down 80% lower than a year ago. And that makes common sense because a year ago, interest on a house was about 3%, 3.10 on average. Some places were less. Now there are on average 5.82, and many people have informed me that they're in the sixes now. This person said, I'm a female renter in Missouri, and I always pay on time, never been late, but I got a notice in my email that I was late. It was accidentally sent to her, but it was supposed to be sent to another person in the apartment building. So she would like you to make sure you keep every receipt because of with the high turnover of people, businesses are short, mistakes can be made. So keep every receipt, document every time you make a payment or pay something, keep it. So if there is a problem, you can clearly get it set straight. This person ordered multiple cases of paper from Costco, and it appeared the order was going to go through, and when the order was actually shipped, they received a confirmation that they were only going to get 1 case of paper. There is a paper shortage in the United States. This is a Costco in Mesa, Arizona, just outside Phoenix. No 40 packs of water at all. Usually there's stacks and stacks of them on pallets. You might say, well, no big deal, but the Niagara Bottle Company is only a few miles down the road from them, so it seems like they could at least get the water to them. Let's go to, this person works for a water utility. Low supply of water meters. And I agree with that. I've heard actually in some areas of the country, there are no new water meters. So what they're doing is they're not hooking up new businesses. They're not hooking up new homes. They have no water meters. Some of them are so bad that they've actually gone out and trying to take old meters off of abandoned homes or meters that are not being used. There's no way to get water flowing to these new businesses. They also said hard time getting oil and lubricant products for water equipment. They also said veterinarian shortage in the Phoenix area. To get an appointment, it's usually a 4 to 6 weeks out. And lots of the vets are not taking new customers. And I reported that, I think, in Idaho. Remember a few days ago. It's widespread, a veterinarian shortage. This is Missouri. This is an appliance repairman. He says appliances and parts are in short supply. I can confirm that. I have ordered a new stove and a new refrigerator. Months ago. Lowe's promised me just a few weeks. I have not seen or heard anything. Walmart, the R134A Freon used to be $3.88. Now it is $8.88. That is a huge percentage increase. I think it's 129%. They also said the homeless population is increasing a lot. And now they're starting to see whole families living in cars or whole families living in tents with kids. So that is sad. They also said crime is way up. Crime is up because people are desperate. This is from a guy that's an electrical contractor and service panels. Those are the electrical panels in your house with all your breakers in them. Very short supply. Some of them are a month out. So if your panel goes out, you might be without power for up to a month until they can get a new power meter put in, or power panel in. This is Central Florida. This person said 2 years ago my homeowner's insurance ran about $1,200. Last year it went up to $5,000. Now it is $10,000. He said no changes or improvements, and he's never filed a claim. I am wondering, because he's in Central Florida, if the cost of building is so high, which it is, and not being able to find workers, and the cost of replacing your house is so high, they've just raised the price so they can be covered if a hurricane takes out your house. A couple more people said, hey, I'm applying for jobs all over. I'm getting no callbacks. This is becoming widespread. I can't explain it, but all those help wanted signs, now granted, some of them being in the food services, they're definitely short. But when you step above food service, no one's hiring. I will assure you that. I think people are scared with the economy. This is North Georgia. My great uncle having terrible back pain. He went to the emergency room and spent 24 hours in the emergency room waiting for an MRI. They were so full they couldn't get him, so they sent him home, and they gave him an appointment for next Wednesday, and that is 1 week later, just to get an MRI on his back. Also, they said, my daughter is a new veterinarian. Good, we need more of you. And she's in Alabama. While she was in school, the school had a hard time getting the supplies for training, short on IV tubings and supplies for the ventilators. And right now, she's at a clinic, and they are short on stuff also, and trouble getting meds. And these would be for animals. This person works for the VA, and they also confirm meds are in short supply for humans. This is Australia. This is a 60-year-old and a 62-year-old. They just got notified that the government, or the RBA, is going to raise rates. And they're going to raise rates every month for the rest of the year. So what this has done to their little small mortgage, now the payments, I think, are $1,700, and they're going to go astronomically higher with this increase. They say it's going to go so high, they will not be able to pay. It will be untenable. The husband works about 6 hours away, and he gets home for 2 days every 3 weeks. So just that alone is stressful. Put on the inflation, put on maybe losing your house or having to sell, a lot of stress. They said our property tax, we pay quarterly there. It has gone up a couple $100 in each quarter, or for a quarter. Canceling my garage garbage removal is going to save me $269. So trying to save some money here and there, no more garbage removal. They said our local hospital has shut down the maternity ward because of cuts, and no fracture clinic. She joked and said, don't break your arm. I think she said, don't climb a tree. So they're going to probably have to sell their home because they are not going to be able to afford the mortgage, and by selling it is better than getting foreclosed on and losing everything. We ordered a privacy fence to be installed, and this was ordered from Lowe's in February. Lowe's told us about 3 weeks to get it installed. We finally got the material today, and a lot of the wood is not good. It's rotted. Now I'm being told that they won't be here to install the fence until October. So they ordered this back in February. Let's go over to Hedgeville, West Virginia. Hedgeville, West Virginia. This is Frontier. I think it's the phone company. They told me 9-day wait to get a technician to come out to my house to fix the phone problem. She said horrible service. So they're waiting 9 days to get their phone fixed. Let's move over to, a few people sent me this, and I've seen some articles about tanks out in the streets in China because they're having a bank problem, commercial and residential loan problem. So let's keep our eyes on that. Also a survey someone sent me, they said 50.1% of these people taking the survey expect to see a second civil war within years. These people live in eastern Washington state. Prices are high and food shortages have been noticeable to the trained eye, but nothing outrageous until today. My husband took these pictures while I was at work and sent them to me. I saw the pictures. When I saw them, my jaw dropped and my hands fell into my head fell into my hands. The meat department was decimated, totally decimated. Probably 5% of what they should have in there. To me, that tells me something. It tells me that that's not a broken refrigerator freezer. It tells me that they're actually out of supplies. We have been preparing for a couple of years, so we know we are well ahead of the masses. But all I could think of when I saw these pictures was how heartbreaking and very real this is becoming so very quickly. Love to talk about to people. I get a lot of people saying everything's fine in my area. If your area is fine and you see no shortages other than the increased prices, which everyone is saying, keep prepping. Don't take it for granted. A friend just got laid off yesterday from a mortgage company. She has worked there since 2002, a long time. That'd be almost 20 years. My brother-in-law was over for dinner Saturday night. He works for a large bank chain here in the northern Michigan that has branches in several states. He said the home mortgage industry is going to get really, really ugly, and the banking industry is scared. Let's go to Louisville, Kentucky. My sister is a kidney dialysis nurse with many decades of experience. She said usually they bring the machine, the medicine is rolled into the patient's room. But now several of the machines are broken and not being able to be fixed because they're short parts. So now the patient is actually brought to the machine to save time moving that machine around. It's easier just to have a line of patients and you go one after another, assembly line. This is a temporary remedy as these machines take on heavier workloads while others wait for parts. So now we have a chance of these machines being overworked and they could succumb to a broken part and being taken out of service. This person says our monthly trip to town for supplies. They live on a ranch. Tractor Supply, Home Depot, and Lowe's usually have lines of tractors outside, and I can confirm that. Now, zero. They're out of lawnmowers, or they at least don't have them lined up as the amount usually out front. Also, almost every business, including the doctor's office and the Department of Motor Vehicles, has signs saying they're charging a 3.9% increase on top of your bill if you're using a credit card or debit card to pay your bill. They also said the 40-pound bags of Purina layer is now over $26. That would be chicken feed. The sweet feed is at $720. It hasn't gone up for just a little bit, but past January, this sweet feed was $480, so almost a good doubling in price. They said their groceries are 20 to 50% higher than a year ago. They said the drought is killing the farms and ranchers in their area. Please pray for rain. This is the local McDonald's in West Jefferson, Ohio, has run out of CO2 for drink machines. I'm getting lots of these reports where no CO2, can't have the fountain drinks. Last night, my husband went to a Toyota dealership to pick up paint for our car and noticed that there was only 7 new cars on the lot. Shocked. It's usually packed. I will assure you that 7 is better than some of my local places for new vehicles. We barely had 2 or 3 last time I passed my Toyota dealership. Central Florida, Aldi's. Coin shortage signs are back up. You got to pay exact change. If not, you're going to probably lose a few cents because they are going to round everything up for you. Cheap pasta varieties are out of stock. Also, cereal and breakfast bars were also gone. This person said the Backwood magazine, I love Backwood magazine, was forced to change from a 42.5-pound paper to a 35-pound paper, so not as good quality, due to supply chain issues. And also People magazine put out a notice that they're not even going to print their magazine anymore because of supply chain issues. You'll have to get it online only. This person got hit with a substantial price hike this month. Our electric bill, there in Florida, was $462, despite the fact that we used less electricity that month than we did the same month a year ago. And we also installed a new energy efficient AC system and a gas hot water heater recently. We have never received a bill over $400 before. We are a solid middle-class family and can absorb the rate increase for now. I am concerned for low-income families who are already struggling with inflation. So there's just this brief boots on the ground for you. Things are not improving. I can tell you that for sure. More and more reports are coming in. I need to get more of this information out to you. But just continue prepping and pray for our country. Thanks for watching.